This deficiency is why you burn out every day. Now, when it comes to burnout, there is mental burnout and also physical burnout. And we're going to discuss about both of them because they're very important, and it all ties in together of the biggest deficiency that is causing your burnout for both of these. So the first thing, when it comes to mental burnout, we always think about dopamine as the biggest culprit. And it doesn't have to do with specifically dopamine itself. It has to do with what helps make and build and modulate dopamine. And this is where everyone gets this wrong. Now, doing this for over 10 years, doing lab testing, looking at people with deficiencies, one of the biggest deficiencies that we do see has to do with phenylethylamine, which is an excitatory neurotransmitter that helps stimulate dopamine and help with building and modulating it. But the biggest thing that phenylethylamine is an excitatory neurotransmitter for itself. It helps with focus and motivation as well. And if that is low, because we see about 88 to even all the way to 91% of the people we have tested that are deficient in this category alone. Now, some other big ones to also look out for is tyrosine, which about 52% of the people we've tested tends to be deficient in this. And that's what helps make dopamine. And some other really big ones to definitely not forget is vitamin B6, vitamin B3, iron, and zinc. All these areas help also make dopamine. And we see roughly about 50 to even all the way up to like 60% that are deficient in each one of these kind of categories. Now, it isn't just dopamine when it comes to mental burnout. In fact, even serotonin is a very big one that has to be looked at. But just like dopamine, it isn't serotonin itself, it's the things that help make serotonin that we need to test for and see what's causing the deficiency of your mental burnout. And that is tryptophan, as well as 5-HTP. And just like dopamine, all of these vitamins, vitamin B6, vitamin B3, vitamin D, iron, zinc, also help with serotonin. And if you're low on any of these things, this can be the culprit of why you're burning out every day. Now, if you're trying to wonder what labs you need to run to identify your mental burnout state and your physical burnout state, then download my fatigue lab protocol guide in the description below. Or if you're on a TV, you can scan this QR code and it'll take you to that exact spot. Now, before I get to the biggest deficiency that's causing your burnout, there's one more when it comes to also mental burnout, and that has to do with GABA. GABA deals with a lot of our stress and anxiety, mood, but it causes also mental burnout. If you've been really stressed out and you're like, wow, I feel really drained, well, it could be this reason, but it isn't just GABA itself. Just like serotonin and dopamine, there's certain things that help make GABA, such as glutamate, as well as taurine. So if any of these things are low, that could be the culprit of why GABA is an issue and it's low, and it's not helping you managing your stress, which is causing also your burnout. Now, moving on to the physical side, which also crosses over to the mental burnout. The physical burnout, a lot of people think of like thyroid as a big one, which is a contributing factor, and I'll talk about that here in a second. But I want to get to the biggest deficiency that is causing both mental and physical burnout. And that has to do with a different organ in our body, and it sits right above our kidneys, which is known as the adrenals. And the adrenals release all sorts of different hormones, but the biggest one that I want to talk about here is cortisol. And it's something that is completely missed amongst doctors when it comes to burnout, but I see about 90 to even 92% of the people we test tends to have issues with their cortisol. But it isn't just like, here, take a supplement that help improve my cortisol or manage my cortisol. That's the wrong way about going about it, where most people get this wrong. It's because you need to look at and test where do we see the cortisol as the biggest issue throughout the day, and what time of the day is it becoming an issue. And so if this is a time graph, we see that cortisol should be first in the morning, nice and high, and then slowly coming down throughout the day, and then lowest in the evening when you're getting ready to go to bed. But the thing that we have to look out for is what time of the day is it low? Is it low in the morning? Is it low in the mid-afternoon? Or is it low in the earlier evening? Or where is it specifically spiking? Is that going to be in the morning, afternoon, in the evening? Because all of these are very important to identify where along the lines are we seeing some issues with your cortisol. Once we can identify that, then we know how to treat it and address it. But why cortisol is so important and so vital, and why it crosses over to just not only physical burnout, but also your mental burnout, is because cortisol directly impacts dopamine, it impacts serotonin, it impacts GABA, it impacts all the different types of neurotransmitters in two different ways. So remember, we want to see when is it high as well as when is it low. So when cortisol levels are really low, it doesn't stimulate enough of dopamine, serotonin, and GABA. It's because cortisol helps stimulate to help also build and modulate all these different neurotransmitters. However, when it is too high, it does the opposite. In fact, it drains it too much, where it can decrease serotonin, dopamine, and also GABA. So this is why I put such a high emphasis on cortisol, because not only is it impacting your physical, but also your mental burnout that you're experiencing every day. Now, like I said, if you want to know exactly all the different type of labs to deal with your fatigue and burnout, then just download my fatigue protocol guide in the description below, or you can scan this QR code and it'll take you to the exact same spot. Now, we're not done, because there's other things. Remember, I said about thyroid is still an important one to be looking out for. The thing with thyroid, where most doctors get this wrong, is they're just only testing for your TSH levels, which is a thyroid stimulant hormone that stimulates the thyroid from the brain, but that's not enough. In fact, what I would say is you need to be testing, doing a full, thorough checkup of checking your free T3, free T4, as well as checking the antibodies, especially if you want to get ahead of it and see if there's actually issues of your body attacking the thyroid and destroying it, and checking anti-TPO levels to see if there is early signs of thyroid issues. Now, why is thyroid so important? You know, there's definitely the comment of like, we go to thyroid thinking that that is the culprit to our chronic fatigue situation and our burnout. In a lot of cases, it can be, but it also can be underlying issues causing the mental burnout, because thyroid also impacts dopamine and some other neurotransmitters as well. And this is why it's all interconnected and why we can't just ignore it. Now, there's a few additional hormones that we can also not ignore when it comes to physical and also how it crosses over to mental burnout. And that is looking at testosterone, where roughly about 38% of the people we've tested is low in this, and also testing DHEA, which from our lab data doing these lab tests, we have seen about also 65.4% of people being deficient in DHEA. Now, why DHEA is so important? Because it does help make testosterone, so that can be the early sign stages, but also testosterone does impact physical burnout, but in a lot of ways, it can also indirectly impact dopamine, same with also DHEA. So now that you know which deficiencies are causing your burnout, you should watch this video next, where I talk about the 5 supplements that actually eliminate your fatigue and your burnout. So watch this video next.